Peter Richardson. Can I look at you? I'm 53 and I'm a creative director at The Chase and have been a creative director for about 12 years. I started in 1989, so it means I've been here for 27 years. So it's quite a long time to be in the creative industry.
My name's Stephen Royale, creative director here at The Chase in Manchester. I joined in 1997, so I'll be celebrating 20 years of being at The Chase next July, and I run one of the teams here in the Manchester studio.
First of all, it's a great city. It's a fantastic city. But bear in mind, when we set up in 1986, so we're going back 30 years, it was a very different city from a creative industry point of view. So there were agencies here, not as many as there are now, of course. So the original plan for the head office was to set up and really, I suppose in some ways, exploit a business opportunity. Because the founder partners saw that if we set up an agency, and let's say of a London standard in the north of England, that it would create business, and that was the original plan and the original founding point. 30 years on, that sort of dynamic has changed dramatically because the creative industry has grown with us, and it's now, we feel, an active, creative, vibrant, ever-growing city, and it's a very exciting place to be. The Manchester design scene is, I guess, it has a recognition because traditionally it was all centric around London-centric, London. And in the last 15 years, I think we've seen, and not just Manchester, but in the regions, if you go to any of the award ceremonies like the Drum, or you'll see some evidence of some fantastic work from Newcastle, certainly Scotland, the Northwest. So that exclusivity and that monopoly seems to be dissipating, and I think that's why it gets mentioned, because those days of I've got to go to London to get a job in design have gone, because you can go elsewhere and do great creative work. So I think it might be an acknowledgement of opening up, really, in some ways.
And we're sort of part of a very sort of culturally charged city. It is a creative city. You kind of get that through art, music, and all of those things come together. And because it is so small, they sort of they're amplified somehow just in the sort of day to day. They don't get lost.
It's good for us to have a presence in London. Strategically, from a business point of view, some of the work stays in the south, and so it's good for us. It's good for business. The second thing to say is that strategically, as a business, we are made up of component parts, and the team in London are slightly different to the team in Manchester, in that they have a more of an advertising and strategic background. So collectively, the larger team is made up of the right component parts.
Yes.
We're very proud of our long-standing relationships with clients. We've had them for like 15, 20 years. Some of them I can call friends, some of them I can't. Now, mainly, we do have very strong relationships with them. And that goes for, I wouldn't call them suppliers, but those people that we partner with.
Yeah.
It's crucial that they understand us as much as we understand them. And when that really gels, it's fantastic. So we work with some brilliant writers, some brilliant photographers, and brilliant illustrators, and when we get it right, we really sort of get it right, and that's really important for us.
And a great example of that is the film team, because we worked with them, we collaborated with them on a number of projects, and they're working as freelancers, and they're now part of the company, and it's about getting the right fit and the right sort of attitude,
and we did see a very strong fit, and we know that, again, in terms of disciplines, and this media has opened up massively in the time that we've both spent here. And film is a very powerful medium. So we really did want to partner with somebody, and this team came along, who, as Steve said, just spoke our language really, and have done some great work, and we're hoping we'll do more in the future.